Okay. I see that you are interested in visiting historical places.
Sir.
What sort of historical places you are visiting?
Sir, it includes all the places like monuments and yes, sir, monuments from all the parts of Indian history.
Do you think 𝐸𝐴𝐻𝐒 is a historical place?
It would be. It certainly would be. Yes, sir. It would also be considered as a historical excavation, which does give it the status of historical place, I think.
As on date, can we call it historical place?
Sir, historical excavated site would be more appropriate term. Yes, sir.
Okay. And which particular type of swimming you prefer?
Sir, freestyle mostly. And I do try breaststroke also at times.
And which the most difficult one?
Sir, butterfly stroke is the most.
Butterfly, many people say the butterfly is weak. What is so difficult with butterfly?
Strong.
Sir, because it requires a lot of body strength. Muscle is generally the area which is most, which gets into most of the work when we are swimming. In butterfly stroke, entire body muscle you have to reflex constantly. That makes it most difficult.
Okay. Your name has any meaning?
Right. Sir.
What's the meaning?
Sir, actually it is name of goddess Lakshmi in Sanskrit. It is derived from two words, Abd plus Ja. So Abd means water and Ja means born from. So it reflects Samudra Manthan's story, born from the ocean, when she was one of the Ratnas born from the ocean.
I see. Sir, continue.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
Is this Avdhija or Advija?
Avdhija, sir.
AVDH.
Yes, sir.
Avdh is water.
Yes, sir. Abd is water, and the version also became Avd. It is derived from the word Abdun.
Avdo.
Abd, yes, sir.
I have never heard of this name because I thought this is related to Awadh, no? Avdhija.
Yes,
No.
it looks, no, sir, but it is not really.
Okay, that is very fine. Now, I'll give one quotation, like history, if destroyed or if contorted, it destroys a whole society and its perspective. No? This is a quotation by a famous historian. So in this context, there has been a move and request now to rewrite history, Indian history, in many parts, different parts.
Yes, sir.
You can give your suggestions how it can be done. Like it has to start with ancient, middle, or modern, or which history requires to be rewritten and why.
Yes, sir. Sir, in this regard, I believe if we are rewriting the history or revisiting the history, first should be whichever part it should be based on facts solely. Yes, sir. And then if we are actually revisiting it, then everything from the ancient to modern should be revisited, and the gaps that have been there should be filled. Whether it is in terms of the figures that we have failed to mention all this while, which deserves respect, or whether it is something where new research has been done and more facts have been added.
So do you think that the distortion has been in view of facts not being available, or they have been done purposely to create a narrative and to write the history that way, and therefore it needs to be changed? Because there can be two ways, no?
Yes.
Facts missing or facts distorted,
Right.
narrative created. So
Right.
what is your view?
Sir, in my view, mostly with respect to ancient history, there have been lack of facts, and the constant researches have been going on. When it comes to medieval history, I think it has been biases, certain, at times even prejudices, which have shaped the history. So it is best in terms of medieval history to have both the perspective, the other one which has long been ignored, or less work has been upon the other sides of the history. And core has been the focus, so periphery of India at that time should also be the focus.
So which parts have been ignored?
Yes, sir. Sir, talking about medieval India, like the Ahom history has been ignored for a very long time. Another one being the Gond history. And South Indian history should also be more worked upon because it really constitutes a long history and less has been talked about it. Also the Mewar Marwar history.
Okay. Now, do you think that South Indian kingdoms, they were responsible for integrating India of that time with Asian parts like Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand, and all. And which period was this?
Yes, sir. Sir, this was the Chola period, mostly led by Raja Chola and Rajendra Chola, when they did conquer some parts of even today's Indonesia and also Sri Lanka. So they did contribute a lot in this regard, and the traces we can even see in those areas in today's times. And our Honorable Prime Minister has also called it Greater India in terms of that. So they did play a crucial role in integrating at that time the regions of South India.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Avdhija?
Yes, sir. Avdhija. Yes.
Avdhija, okay.
Thank you.
You studied political science also.
Yes, sir.
We have a very famous quotation of Abraham Lincoln, politics is for the people, of the people, by the people. Actually, politics is only for politicians, of the politicians, by the politicians, and of the politicians. And it's all about politician, either 𝐶𝐚𝐬 story or some story of, or White House story, anything. It is all about politicians, not about people. What do you think?
Sir, in my view, people do have a say in politics as far as their right to elect the governments every now and then is concerned. However, their engagement with the government and the governance structure still needs to be revamped so that they can also give their say even in policy making through the technology and online sources presently.
Do you think online sources like digital media can bring consensus in political process or a kind of consolidation of opinion on political process in the present day politics?
Yes, sir. Sir, if people act responsibly and use the social media platforms in a responsible manner rather than spreading hatred every now and then I think to great extent consensus can be brought about on most of the issues, because everybody do keep checking social media and do building the opinions as what people are up to. So that would certainly play a role if people can act responsibly.
Now, artificial intelligence in the scenario. Now, deep fake is also happening. Even President Macron, in the recent conference, before the conference, he showed his deep fakes.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
seen that?
Yes, sir.
So many deep fakes. So, in the era of deep fakes and fragmented or what I should say, virtual realities are created, or this kind of scenario, how we find truth or people-centric policies, how we can make it?
Yes, sir. Sir, whenever such big personalities like leaders of a political party or a nation comes into picture and their deepfakes are being circulated, it is responsibility of a citizen that they should recheck it, because often there are fact check websites also who do give a proper picture that so and so has been circulated. So it is responsibility of the people on their part to not believe anything that they see and certainly not pass it on before having whether it is a real event or not in case of some big event.
Okay, last question. Maratha Empire declined due to certain reasons. What lessons we can learn from these historic facts?
Yes, sir. Sir, one of the most important reasons that led to Maratha decline was their fragmentation, and it is often said that because of lack of solid leadership at that time against the powers who were unified on the contrary to Marathas. That is why the other powers like Afghan or the Britishers won. So one is unity, and India still stands by that. And second one was also adaptation to the modern technologies. That is also very important in present times.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
so
you, sir.
Yeah, so you mentioned historical places, going to historical places. Like name 3 most important historical places in Delhi.
Yes, sir. Sir, one would be Qutub Minar complex. Second one would be India Gate, and third one would be Humayun tomb.
Not Red Fort.
Sorry, sir. Sir, Red Fort. I would replace India Gate with Red Fort.
Yeah, India Gate, of course, is a
Sorry.
decent thing. You been to any of these?
Sir, I have been to Red Fort long back. Other places I'm yet to visit.
Okay, then describe Red Fort.
Yes, sir. Sir, Red Fort is one of the most important architecture of the Mughal era, and it is the Indianized version. I'm sorry, sir. It would be called as a perfect blend of the Islamic as well as Indian architecture, because it has elements of both of them. And yes, sir.
Who built, when, like?
Yes, sir. It was built by Shah Jahan, and yes, sir. It was the seat of the Mughal dynasty after building up of Red Fort.
Okay, Shah Jahan, you say, built it,
Yes, sir.
but he didn't die here.
Yes.
Where did he die?
Sir, he was imprisoned inside the Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
No.
I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
He was imprisoned
I
in Agra Fort, from where he could see Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal. Sorry, sir. I will check my
check.
facts. Sorry.
Okay, so I've seen your father's income, 12 lakh per year. Recently we have got budget.
Yes.
Okay, so what are the budget provision for personal income tax?
Yes, sir. Sir, now all the persons having their income, annual income less than 12 lakhs and keeping the tax rebates in account, 12 lakh 75,000. So anybody having an income less than that
So
is...
what is rebate 75, 12 lakh 75,000?
Sir, income tax returns that people get.
No, this is a technical term you are using. You are not aware? 12 lakh is the ceiling, new ceiling. 75,000 is the standard deduction for salaried people.
Yes, sir. Sorry,
So,
sir.
not for this one.
Sorry,
So,
sir.
okay. So you were telling something about this new provision.
Yes, sir. So it has become tax free. No tax will be applied on those persons having an income of 12.
Up to 12 lakh and
12.
salaried 12 lakh 75.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, like you talk of budget size was how much? How much is the projected receipts in this budget?
Sorry, sir. I have to check the facts.
And how much will be the loss because of the ceiling going from 8 lakh to 12 lakh?
Yes, sir. Sir, that was 1 lakh crore, as finance minister said.
Okay, good.
Thank you,
Right. I noticed you mentioned something about Gandhian philosophy, local self-government.
Sir.
What was it?
Yes, sir. Sir, I wrote a paper on this topic, and it mostly revolved around the fact that Gandhiji during Indian national movement did see the masses suffering and that the governance lack at the bottommost level in the villages, and that is why their needs are not served. So he propounded the idea that governance should become as a bottom-up approach, and that is why people should be made self-sufficient so that they cannot be exploited by strong central government.
But there is also the opposite view of Avdhija. Many people call him an anarchist because he does not believe in centralizing power.
Yes, sir.
This I have heard somewhere. And the saying I heard was, if I am correct in recollecting it, too much blood pressure at the center causes anemia at the limbs.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And if there is too much decentralization, it causes low blood pressure in the center.
Yes, sir.
So what do you have to say to that?
Sir, on this I would say that whatever India is having right now is an ideal approach. We have a strong central government, but we have devolved power to the local self-governments as well.
Are you happy with that, or is that theoretical or is it actually happening?
Yes, sir. But however, I would agree to the fact that local self-government needs to be further empowered because
How
India is not-
exactly is it supposed to be or needs to be further empowered?
Yes, sir. Sir, they do face financial crunch. That is the most important, and that is why it hampers their functioning. And the second one would be training. For instance, that could curb happenings like Sarpanchpati if we can give adequate trainings to the ones.
कोई बात नहीं. Read about this in detail, obviously, because you mentioned that you have written a paper about it. And of course, Gandhiji's philosophy is central to the whole idea. but it obviously has proven to be ineffective somewhere, which is why it is not working like it was intended,
Yes.
right? And so when you talk about it, it needs to come out with a lot more precision. But never mind. We'll talk about your creative writing on self-improvement.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is it that you require self-improvement on, that you write creatively on it?
Sir, actually, it is very impromptu, and whatever things that I undergo in my day-to-day life, I see within me and within the people around me. I jot down all the points, and then usually I rearrange it in a creative prose manner.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Somewhat what we read in self-help books, which is my intention also.
Can you recollect one or two of those lines of prose?
Yes, sir. Sir, recently I wrote a prose about how people who come from the rural backgrounds or from the small towns, whenever they come to the big cities, they usually do get intimidated by their counterparts. And how can they undergo self-improvement in this regard? How can they just be confident? They can be good at communication skills, and eventually everything will be developed. Once they interact with more and more people, they do realize that everybody is same within heart, and it is all about a psychological phenomena that they undergo, the fear of missing out that they have been undergoing.
Sounds to me like it's a very theoretical utopian idea, to be honest. And also it seems to discount the real economic harshness of life. If it is all in the mind, then why do we have to do Narega? Why do we have to do social upliftment? What is the point of reservation? Why was Gandhiji doing this self-government stuff? Why was he so emphatic about cooperatives? If it's all in the mind, he should have simply given lectures, no?
Sir, what I was trying to convey here through my prose was on the psychological front of it, not on the economic front or the social front, because they certainly have undergone a lot of the challenges. But how can they deal with this psychologically?
Okay,
or
so if you are, suppose, a district magistrate of your own district,
Sir.
which is, I'm assuming, is where you are drawing your inspiration from. If you are the district magistrate of your own district, what exactly will you do to bolster the psychological fortitude of the people there? What do they need, and what will you do?
Sir. Sir, I am presuming this is in terms of Pune. So if I am...
Right.
Yes, sir. So if I am there, first step would be having the chance to address the people whenever I can, and mostly youth, because they are
Okay, let's talk about the youth then. Have you heard of the recent controversy with a famous podcaster?
Yes, sir.
Then the youth is definitely influenced, because the whole world and the entire generation seems to be enamored with these influencers.
Yes.
What is your 2-minute speech to them?
Yes. Sir, I would start with criticizing the fact that influencers cannot use social media in such a negative and irresponsible manner, given the wide reach they have. I would also appeal to the people who are watching them that they should just watch it for two purposes. First would be entertainment, and second would be if at all they are getting any learning from it. But they should not watch it keeping their own brains absolutely closed, and they should inculcate from their parents, from their teachers, and should imbibe, should reflect those values rather than values they have been learning from these influencers. And I would also ask them that watching too many reels or too many podcasts for a very long time is really not going to impact them. But they should rather focus on their careers in this regard, and should have a mind makeup as what do they want to do with their lives, because successful podcasters are not going to not going to impact their lives, the viewers' lives, but the podcaster's life only. So this will be my way to approach the youth. And I would also make them aware about what government can do to help them, about the schemes, and that government would support them in every possible way if they need so.
You seem very confident about that.
Sir, I would try my best.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So, Avdhija,
Sir.
You had organized some blood donation camps.
Sir.
How was the response in those camps?
Sir, response was quite good, and in fact there were many volunteers who were not even eligible, but they really wanted to donate blood. So response was quite good.
Okay. Suppose you have to increase the response from the public.
Yes, sir.
What efforts you will make?
Yes. Sir, two things that I can recollect in this regard. Firstly, would I myself be one of the donors, and I would try to include few famous faces in this regard, so that people can see that nothing really would happen to them if they donate blood. And second would be campaigning among as many people as possible of the benefits it will cause, and that it will absolutely cause no harm to them.
Okay, very good. So, Avdhija, we stop there our conversation with you. I will request my friends to brief you. Sir, would like to.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Advija, we find you as a very good candidate, but yeah, there are some gaps
Yes.
that you are knowing, obviously.
Yes, sir.
So because the portion on Indian budget and budgeting exercise,
Yes, sir.
you have lot of knowledge gaps. So
Yes.
that is very important. Only history won't send you through.
Right.
So that is important, and even there is very dynamic situation evolving these days, globally. So you should take care to understand these, the background of these
Yes.
and what India, and presently our PM has also gone to two places, France and US.
Right.
So everything you should take your DAF, prepare your own question bank,
Yes, sir.
and you should be making it. All
Yes.
the best.
Thank you, sir.
Avdhija,
Yes, sir.
you are wearing a very pleasing sari and all,
Yes, sir.
but you should know what it is, huh?
Yes,
what
sir.
kind of brand and
Sure.
all. That is what, maybe, because it's so good, people may ask you.
Yes, sir.
You are a highly intelligent and very sharp, smart person, communicative, effective communicator, and very clear and then forceful in your opinions. You can be natural, use your hands wherever it is required. You are very effective, and Maharashtra you should know well.
Yes, sir.
All those tribal issues, Naxalism, and the three regional disparities,
Yes.
regions and their disparities in development,
Yes, sir.
and economic profile, human development index issues,
Right.
farmers issue, manufacturing, industrial, all those issues you should
Yes,
know.
sir.
Okay, service sector, Bombay, city, urbanization,
Right, sir.
fine. Slum dwellers, all the best. You're doing very well.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Avdhija, you have done quite well,
Yes, sir.
but it's still like,
Thank you.
see, our feeling is that you are in a hurry to respond to the
Yes, sir. I
questions.
made that question wrong.
So in the process, you are losing out. I'll tell you how. See, once the question is being asked, you have to pay 100% attention to the question
Yes, sir.
and then process it and then answer it.
Yes, sir.
Because maybe you are in a hurry, so what happens, the moment question is over, you respond, so in the process, like some of the things which you know very well are missed out.
Right.
Example is clear, you forgot Red Fort.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
So that happens because you are in a hurry to respond. So just listen very well. So nobody expects you to be like bullet. Okay, this is like I complete and you answer. Process it. Take your time, maybe a few seconds. If you process the question, two things will happen. Number one, you will have a very clarity of what you know. Number two, your answer will become much more meaningful.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is very important.
Right.
And there are no marks for immediate response. Okay, but wrong
I will give
response, that is.
Yes.
So that is the reason like you blundered even like where Shahjahan died.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so because you knew it, I know your history background. I'm also
Right.
this one. So like, that famous scene in some of the works where like he is lying in Agra Fort, looking at
Right.
Taj Mahal and feeling sad about it. So I think these are like two romantic stories and all this. You won't have forgotten as a student of history. You are done,
Yes.
and you have got history made. So if you process the question, I'm sure you will do much better than what you are. Okay. It just
So, like you already know, understand, you're already trained, that I can tell, and you are going to do very well, no question about it. But some obvious things which I don't know why you left them out, sort of, are these obvious things about Gandhian philosophy which lack depth, although you were not incorrect. They did lack the depth.
Yes, sir.
You know, there
Yes,
was
sir, I
there
could
was no
sense that.
and the same I noticed with creative writing on self-improvement. So they were dynamic questions, and I was asking them so that you can score a high point.
Right.
That is where, you know, if it goes open-ended and if it goes in these directions, that is your opportunity to hit a 6 over there.
Okay, right.
There, if you can display genuine passion and genuine insight into psychology, as you mentioned, or Gandhian philosophy, it will take your marks to another level. Don't let that opportunity pass, that's all I want to say.
Yes, sir. I sense that I missed those
No,
opportunities.
that was easy ball.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no problem though. You will take care of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Avdhija, any questions?
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts?
Sir, how could have I answered that
Which one?
Gandhian question better? Local self-government.
Because the Gandhian philosophy was based on this idea, because at that time there was an authoritarian regime in our country.
Yes.
And that spirit was carried forward, finally implemented, constitutional amendment was done, powers were devolved. However, we've noticed after so many years of of this, it is not working as per plan.
Yes.
That is a fact. Why is it not working? Point number 1, 2, 3. What needs to be done? Point number 1, 2, 3. And yes, and you can say this. This would be your answer. If you go into the debate part of it, where I was asking you about what is the difference between the idea of Gandhian government and their psychology, etc., also came in a later question,
Yes.
which I connected back to Gandhiji. Over there, you can say, and your speech about psychology was also not really about psychology.
Sir,
It
I
was
will
just a
work on
general pep talk sort of thing.
it. Sir, I will definitely work
You know,
on it. Yes.
and just a few words here or there, a few concepts, self-fulfilling prophecy, in-group, out-group, need for achievement, self-awareness, self-belief, and all these things if you insert, then it will sound more like actual self-help.
Surely, sir, I will work on it. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.